On this Black History Month, we take the time to celebrate the legacies of our African founding fathers. But before we do, I humbly request that you take a moment of your precious time to support my work on this channel by liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, and following for more content about Africa. I do appreciate your continued support. Leopold Sédar Senghor was a Senegalese politician, cultural theorist, and a poet who served as the first president of Senegal from 1960 to 1980. Ideologically an African socialist, Senghor was one of the major theoreticians of negritude. He was the proponent of African culture, Black identity, and African empowerment within the framework of French-African ties. Leopold Sédar Senghor was born on the 9th of October 1906 in the city of Joal, south of Dakar, the capital of Senegal, into a bourgeois Serer family. He was educated at the École nationale de la France d'Outre-mer in Paris. After earning his French citizenship, Senghor joined the French army during the Second World War and spent 18 months in a German prison camp. And having served successive terms representing Senegal in the French National Assembly, Senghor returned to his native land where he led his nation's independence movement in 1960. He eventually became Senegal's first democratically elected president, a post which he held for 20 years. Under Senghor's presidency, Senegal adopted a multi-party system and created a performing education system. And despite the end of colonialism, the value of the Senegalese currency continued to be fixed by France, and Senghor ruled the country with French political advisors. What's more, Senghor advocated for African integration within the French Empire, arguing that African empowerment within a federal French Empire could transform it for the better. He further supported federalism for newly independent African states, a type of French Commonwealth, while retaining a degree of French involvement. But since federalism was not favored by the African countries, the Federal Assembly for which Senghor was president failed in 1960. On the 22nd of March 1967, Senghor survived an assassination attempt. Following an announcement at the beginning of December of 1980, Senghor resigned his position before the end of his 5th term. Senghor spent the last years of his life in Varsson in Normandy, France, where he died on the 20th of December 2001. Leopold Sédar Senghor will be remembered as the founder of the Senegalese Democratic Bloc Party in 1948. He was also the first African elected as a member of the Académie Française and won the 1985 International Nonino Prize in Italy. Senghor is regarded by many as one of the most important African intellectuals of the 20th century.